Just to finish the show, let's recap some social media trends this year and look into next year with the superstar that is Dr. Karen Sutherland. Welcome back. How are you?
Very well. How are you?
Good to see you. Firstly, just LinkedIn, before we talk about 2020 and beyond, LinkedIn has a new announcement. What are you seeing here?
Yeah, well, they're actually adding a product page to their company page section, which is kind of interesting because it will allow businesses to actually showcase their products. And I wonder how long it's going to be before LinkedIn will actually add some sort of e-commerce functionality, like along with the other platforms have done this year. So I think it might be a start of something, quite amazing for LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's super interesting. We'll watch that one closely. Let's just go back on this year, social media trends or just anything you saw. Can you give us a bit of a recap? I mean, not an easy one to
Wow.
ask and answer, but what have you seen?
Well, I mean, I think what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention, and I think that is the case this year because we all had to, businesses had to really double down on their social media to keep people engaged and to keep their businesses running throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. And so, Facebook groups really took off. There were a lot of business communities popping up that helped each other. There was also a lot of video content, like we've been talking about video content for a long time. But if you think about it, many businesses started to create content again out of that necessity. We had gyms doing classes, we had restaurants doing cooking demonstrations, all sorts of things, even live video updates where businesses were keeping their customers informed. So I think they were really the key ones. And again, that e-commerce functionality with Facebook and Instagram adding that as well to their raft. They had it a little bit, but they're really ramping that up, and I think that will continue into the new year.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that just to wrap up. Do you think it's going to be a year next year of really building on what we've seen this year from social media? Is there anything new you think may pop up?
Well, I think in terms of, I mean, virtual events were also a huge trend this year, because, again, out of necessity. And I think that's going to be the case, even with some sort of face-to-face events ramping up. I think there's going to be an expectation of having those sort of hybrid events. So there is some sort of live online element where people around the world can come, as well as those who can actually attend face-to-face.
Yeah, awesome stuff. How are you going to enjoy your summer? Are you going to take some time off social media and the internet and everything, get away from the screens? What's your plan over the next few weeks?
Well, I'm actually right now down in Tasmania visiting my mum. So yeah,
Nice.
so I'm taking photos, but I'm not posting definitely as much because I mean Tasmania's so beautiful. How can you not?
I
So
know. I've got to
yeah,
get down there. I've only been there for work, and I've got to go down and check it out. Whereabouts are you exactly?
I'm in Burnie at the moment, but we're going on a little road trip, Thelma and Louise style without the ending, to Hobart after Christmas. So
Very good. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I'm sure everyone's mentioned it, but for being part of the Ticker family this year, enjoy your time down there, and we'll talk to you really soon, okay?
thank you. Have a great Christmas and New Year.
Absolutely. Dr. Karen Sutherland.